right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? This is a big story. This is bigger than me announcing that the Carter 5 will be dropping next week. This is a big story right here. So in the video that I dropped yesterday announcing that Lil Wayne and Young Money plan to drop the Carter 5 September 21st, I told you guys, look, I have a lot of questions. Did Lil Wayne re-up his deal with Cash Money? Who's gonna be backing this album if it's not with Cash Money and Universal? Who's backing this album? Who's going to fund this project? I got question marks. And we finally have answers. Wayne did a new interview with Billboard. This is going to be a very, very hot topic when other news outlets gets to it, but I'm one of the first. Lil Wayne announced that Young Money, remember Young Moolah, baby? What Lil Wayne, at one point it was Wayne, Drake, Nicki, Tiger, they was hot. All those artists were on Young Money, but technically Young Money is just a group created by Lil Wayne, which was popular because he was the biggest artist in the world and he was able to get artists to join him on, like Drake and Nicki, right? Because it was cool to be around the best rapper in the world and Young Money was dope. But again, Young Money was just a name. Cash Money is where everything went back to, where the checks got signed to. That's where the paperwork was at. Young Money was just a group with no paperwork behind it. But now, Young Money has a tad bit of paperwork behind it. Wayne's next album, the Carter 5, breaking news, y'all, will be distributed through Republic Records, and Lil Wayne is now the sole owner of Young Money. Cash Money will not be involved with this project. This will be the first time in Lil Wayne's career he will put out a studio album without the services of Cash Money. Yes, that is a fact. It's happening. I had that question yesterday. We got that answered in a new Billboard interview today. It looks like Wayne's gonna do some press, but probably nothing video, which is whack to me. But apparently Wayne's gonna be doing a lot of opening up about him committing or almost committing suicide. Remember when he shot himself back in the day? He's calling that a suicide attempt. Remember, what was he, like 11 or 12 when that happened? He said he's finally ready to open up and talk about that. It looks like he's going to attack mental issues because I'm guessing that's a popular thing to do right now, and I'm guessing Wayne is looking for direction with this project, and I'm guessing that's the direction he's going in. He talked about it in this Billboard interview. But nevertheless, the big story in this is Lil Wayne will have Young Money be backed by Republic. This album will be put out through Republic, distributed through them. Young Money is no longer a joint business venture with Cash Money. Ownership of the imprint has been granted entirely to Wayne as part of their legal settlements with Birdman. That's Birdman's way of righting this wrong, y'all. So when Birdman was at the Louisiana Festival a couple weeks ago and he said, I'm gonna fix this, that's part of the agreement. That's what rights this wrong. So that's probably why Birdman didn't feel the need to have to pay Wayne all of 50 some odd million dollars that Wayne wanted. If he was able to notch that thing down to maybe 10, 15, 18 million dollars to give to Wayne, but also give him ownership of Young Money without anything attached to it, that's a lot of love Birdman showed to somebody that he claims is his son. So I'm just saying, I know he claims that's his son, but he just did Wayne a huge favor. He probably let him go and just said, here, have your own stuff. He didn't have to do that in the settlement. But he did that because I feel like he thought it was the right thing to do. And now Wayne will release the Carter 5 through Republic Records. And this will be the first time in his career we will not have Cash Money behind this. This is a huge story, y'all. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. I don't take it for granted. So that gives you a little bit more information on where we're at with it. I also came up with this question last night. Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Yo, if Wayne already made the Carter 5 like months ago, if not years ago, right? And if he was dissing Birdman when he was dropping like the mixtape series, if Wayne has a diss to Birdman on it and the album is already made, everything's already mixed, the record's already done, do you think Wayne would keep that Birdman diss or disses on the project if they're there? That's a good question. What y'all think? Because Birdman did him a favor on the back end right now. He's doing him a huge favor. What do y'all think? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. Wayne off Cash Money, and so is Young Money. I'm out. What up, Ferros? I decided to step my game up again. I've created a music reaction Instagram page. That way, you guys can be up to date on some of the latest new music in the atmosphere. And you guys can also send me some of your music as well. And you will get Mr. Taliaferro's first reaction to your record, for good or for bad, or an artist that we talk about on my platform's music, for good or for bad. Again, follow me on Instagram, Mr. Taliaferro TV. Again, that's Mr. Taliaferro TV. And you get more of yours truly.